This is Hannibal back here from the HannibalTV.com with a daily wrestling news update. Lots of news today. According to Janelle Grant's lawyer, they have received a request from the U.S. Attorney for the Southern District of New York to delay the case that's ongoing against Vince McMahon and John Laurinaitis, pursuant to a non-public criminal investigation that's going on right now into Vince McMahon. Last year, we know his house was raided. They did confiscate his cell phone. We also know he deleted a lot of his messages on his cell phone, as has this come up in the Janelle Grant cases. For instance, she's only shown his side of the cell phones, text messages where McMahon has alleged it was going both ways. But for those of us that were wondering the status of that case as recently as today, Janelle Grant's lawyer has confirmed there still is an ongoing criminal investigation into Vince McMahon. As far as Arn Anderson, who becomes a free agent tomorrow after spending 5 years with AEW, where he has not done much since Cody Rhodes left, Dave Meltzer speculated today that I brought this up the other week during the promotion of the title match that Cody Rhodes had with Logan Paul last week that received like 10,000 Google searches, an all-time record low for WWE. One of the reasons why people weren't interested in it is because during the hype, Cody Rhodes was talking about, for this title run, I'm looking for a manager. So he's not even he's already talking about it like a title run, like it's gonna go to WrestleMania, like he's going to wrestle The Rock at WrestleMania, which everyone expects. But he was saying that he wanted a manager for this title run. Well, his manager in AEW was Arn Anderson, who they've barely used since his time managing Cody Rhodes. So now is Arn Anderson, who could debut as early as Friday Night SmackDown, is he going to manage Cody in WWE? Is this the manager that Cody could be talking about? One thing, as I've said a million times, they have all these older legends in AEW. Arn Anderson was managing Cody Rhodes. Why didn't they put him with someone other than Cody Rhodes? Like after Cody Rhodes, I think he managed his son Brock Anderson, but once they released Brock Anderson, who may not have been ready. It was a nepotism hire, obviously, because we haven't heard of him doing anything since or before. I mean, this happens all the time in wrestling. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it. It's a lot easier if you're the son of a wrestler to get a job. That's just a fact. But all I'm saying is, why didn't they put Anderson with someone that could actually get over more with the help of Anderson instead of just having him do nothing? One of the bizarre things of AEW. By the way, as if AEW does not have enough programming, Tony Khan said in an interview this week that he's very open to doing more AEW programming. Speaking of which, Raw this week was the lowest rated Raw since 2024. The lowest viewed segment of the entire lowest viewed episode of Raw 2024 was the Gunther segment with Jey Uso. I know they're trying to make him King of the Ring now, which obviously by the searches of King of the Ring and by the feedback, it's kind of three good matches on King of the Ring, three bad matches or so-so matches, as I've heard. Some would say bad, some would say so-so. By jobbing Gunther to Sami Zayn at WrestleMania, they killed all of his momentum. And like, how can we take Gunther seriously after losing to a guy that honestly looks in worse shape than your average guy at WrestleMania? I think they picked the wrong people to lose the Intercontinental title streak to have him drop it to, and proof is he had the lowest segment on Raw, and SmackDown was also the lowest rating of the year, 0.56. So Raw actually did lower than a 0.56. Did a 0.55, but it's on cable. SmackDown is on network. So, yeah, Raw did 0.55. So there you go for the update on that. Is there any other news? There's lots of injured people in AEW, as we all know. Natalya's deal with WWE is about to expire. She just turned 42. I'm sure she's got a good amount of time left. I mean, there's someone that's been on NXT in recent weeks. Her last appearances that have made publicity, that have made the news, have been in NXT. So would they use her more as a top female in AEW? Probably. Might be to her benefit to go to AEW. Although Tyson Kidd is an agent in WWE. He broke his neck in a WWE ring with some finish with Samoa Joe. Everybody has mistakes in wrestling. Believe it or not, even Bret Hart has, even though he likes to say he didn't. Just ask Dynamite Kid, Bad News Brown. Sorry, you can't ask them because they're dead. But Dynamite Kid talks about being hurt by Bret Hart in his book. Bad News Brown is on shoot interviews talking about it. And I know personally from Bad News Brown, knowing him before he passed, uh, Bret was stiff with him. And there was recently an enhancement guy that came out, said he got stiffed by a pile driver by Bret. So I know he likes to say he never hurt anyone. Everybody in wrestling has done screw ups at some point. But what I was gonna say is because it happened in a WWE ring, likely, and TJ's also a great producer. Likely he could probably work there for a very long time, although I'm sure he could be a producer in AEW too. But they've done great. I was at both TJ and the Natalya's WWE tryout in Deep South Wrestling. I was actually there for that um, back in 2006. So I'm proud that actually got to witness the process that Natalya went to get hired, and she ended up being arguably one of the most successful divas of all time. I think the most pay-per-view appearances of any diva.